Over the past few years, the custom gaming peripheral market has absolutely popped off. From mice to custom mechanical keyboards, artisan mousepads, and even chairs, you can pretty much do whatever you want with your setup. Some learn how to do the job themselves, while others seek the help of professionals. But among gaming's top peripheral weaponsmiths is a guy named NachoCustomz. Nacho spent the past few years making a name for himself by doing custom paint jobs for some of your favorite streamers, pro players, and even manufacturers. Here's how he does it.
This is the regular, and then this is what he painted. How sick is that?
Alright, so before he started customizing mice for people like Shroud, where exactly did the gaming world's go-to designer come from? Well, born and raised in Uruguay, Nacho moved to Miami when he was 10 years old, and like most of us, it didn't take long for him to get hooked on gaming.
Gaming just ever since I was a kid, to be honest with you. PlayStation, everything that would come by the house. Back in Uruguay, it's a little harder over there to have access to all these consoles and stuff. So we would, pay and then go play at like an arcade.
As he grew older, Nacho became obsessed with painting his shoes, computers, and mice with various anime-inspired designs. But when he made a post on the mouse review subreddit back in 2019, that's when he really started to blow up.
People from there just started, how much would he charge? It did one for me or whatnot. Before I realized, I had like, let's say 10 orders lined up in the first month. And I was like, okay, cool. This is interesting.
From then on, Nacho began doing more and more research in order to learn how to disassemble each and every type of mouse. Videos from YouTubers like Bearded Bob helped him learn all the ins and outs of the gaming peripherals, while channels like Paint Society helped teach him how to paint the products without causing any damage. Once he got more practice in and he started posting more of his work online, Nacho eventually caught the eye of a Fortnite pro named Kuna, who he commissioned a mouse for in May 2020. Nacho took advantage of his newfound exposure and began sharing content to his YouTube channel in order to help others customize their own peripherals. And if you're a mousehead like me, then you won't be surprised that his videos on the G Pro and Razer Viper Ultimate just blew up. Because he uses a high quality clear coat, the paint doesn't wear off the mouse, which makes his services way more desirable. By March 2021, Nacho was fulfilling enough orders to make his hobby a full-time job, so he left his role as an analyst at a healthcare company.
I did have a couple of pros from Apex reach out, and once I did one for HAL, which was like the first Apex pro to reach out to me, everybody else just came along after.
Since then, Nacho has painted mice for Pokimane, Nadeshot, and basically everyone from offline TV. And because of his success in the business, he recently relocated to LA. He's become the GOAT of custom peripherals for plenty of streamers and competitors, and it's given him the opportunity to connect with some of his favorite creators. Because you see, like most of us, Nacho kinda heckin' loves tens.
I didn't know Tens personally, but I went into his chat one of those days, and I gifted him 5 subs. It was just, me being a casual, just watching and stuff. And then out of nowhere, he's like, "Oh, Nacho, thank you for the subs, whatever." He's like, "I've seen you do a custom mouse. Like, that's really cool." And I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know he knew who I was." So that was nice. And then I got to meet him at FinalCon and everything. So it's really something surreal, to be honest with you.
Now, if you're like many of us at the office and you're a peripheral head, then you'll know that in the world of decking out your setups, there are many people like Nacho. Hell, just last year we did a video on Teha Types, a bespoke keyboard builder who has put together commissions for some of the biggest streamers and pros in the world. But this trend, it doesn't exactly end at keyboard and mice. You can find artists willing to customize practically any part of your setup. There are people out there who even specialize in f***ing cables. Now, if you're just a pleb like me and you want Nacho to make you a custom Valorant or Star Wars themed Superlight, then what should you do? Well, first off, you should check out his site. There you'll find anime-inspired mousepads, peripheral accessories, and most importantly, his order form.
So I have an order form on my website at the moment, which is what I encourage most people to go through first, which pretty much, before you enter any information about yourself, you get to pretty much tell me, what mouse you want, what kind of paint job. So like, single color, multicolor, if you want like an RGB logo on it, if you want to also paint the dock and stuff like that. Pretty much you could place the order through there. Obviously, reach out to me privately if you have any questions or whatnot. And I also give the option to the client, send their own mouse if they don't want to buy a new one, because I know that's pricey. And I mean, you don't necessarily need to if you already have one. Or, they could just buy a new one through my website. I'll just order from Amazon and, we go from there.
Now that Nacho has become one of the most popular custom mice designers in the entire industry, he's at the point where he wants to branch out.
I'm trying to see, trying to expand to more things, like keyboards, computer cases, and stuff like that. Grateful for, all the pros that have given me like an opportunity to get it started and, put my name out there.
Thanks to his recent work with streamers like Shroud, who he painted a dope Iron Man themed mouse for, Nacho has earned a lot of clout within the community. Although he started out as just some guy posting his work to Reddit, Nacho is now one of the most sought after artists in the entire gaming space.